Chapter 5. The man has only just crumpled to the ground when a wall of white peacekeeper uniforms block our view. Several of the soldiers have automatic weapons, held lengthwise as they're pushing us back towards the door. "We're going," says PETA, shoving the pushkeeper who's pressing on me. "We get it, all right? Come on, Katniss." His arm encircles me and guides me back into the Justice Building. The peacekeepers follow a pace or two behind us. The moment we're inside, the door slams shut, and we hear the peacekeepers' boots moving back towards the crowd. Hamish, Effie, Portia, and Cinna wait under a static-filled screen that is mounted on the wall, their faces tight with anxiety. "What happened?" Effie hurries over. "We lost the feed just after Katniss's beautiful speech, and then Hamish said he thought he heard gunfire. And I said that was ridiculous, but who knows? There are lunatics everywhere." "Nothing happened, Effie. An old truck backfired," says PETA evenly. 2 more shots. The door doesn't muffle their sound much. Who was that? Thresh's grandmother? One of Rue's little sisters? "Both of you, with me," Hamish says. PETA and I follow him, leaving the others behind. The peacekeepers who were stationed around the Justice Building take little interest in our movements now that we are safely inside. We ascend the magnificently carved marble staircase. At the top, a long hall with a worn carpet on the floor. Double doors stand open, welcoming us into the first room we encounter. The ceiling must be 20 feet high. Designs of fruit and flowers carved into the molding, and small fat children with wings looking down at us from every angle. Vases of blossoms giving off a flowering scent that makes my eyes itch. Our evening clothes hung on racks against the walls. This room has been prepared for us to use, but we're barely there long enough to drop off our gifts. Then Hamish yanks the microphones from our chest, stuffs them beneath the couch cushion, and waves us on. As far as I know, Hamish has only been here once, when he was on his victory tour decades ago. But he must have a remarkable memory, or reliable instincts, because he leads us up through a maze of twisting staircases and increasingly narrow hallways. At times he has to stop and force a door, but the protesting squeak of the hinge, you can tell that it's been a long time since it was opened. Eventually we climb a ladder to a trap door. When Hamish pushes it aside, we find ourselves in the dome of the Justice Building. It's a huge place filled with broken furniture, piles of books and ledgers, and rusty weapons. A coat of dust blanketing everything so thick it's clear it hasn't been disturbed for years. Light struggles to filter in through 4 grimy windows set in the side of the dome. Hamish kicks the trapdoor shut and turns on us. "What happened?" he asks. PETA relates all that occurred in the square. The whistle, the salute, our hesitation on the veranda, the murder of the old man. "What is going on, Hamish?" "It will be better coming from you," Hamish says to me. I don't agree. I think it will be 100 times worse coming from me. But I tell PETA everything as calmly as I can. About President Snow, the unrest in the districts. I don't even admit the kiss with Gail. I lay out how we're all in jeopardy. How the whole country is in jeopardy because of my trick with the berries. I was supposed to fix things on this tour. Make everybody who who doubted believed that I acted out of love. Calm things down. But obviously all I've done today is get 3 people killed. And now everyone in the square will be punished. I feel so sick that I have to sit down on the couch. Despite the exposed springs and stuffing. Then I've made things worse too by giving the money, says Peter. Suddenly he strikes out at the lamp and sits precariously on a crate and knocks it across the room, where it shatters against the floor. This has to stop right now. This game you two play, where you tell each other secrets, but keep them for me, like I'm too inconsequential or stupid or weak to handle them. It's not like that, Peter, I begin. It's exactly like that, he yells at me. I have people I care about too, Katniss. Family, friends, back in the District 12, who will be just as dead as yours if we don't pull this thing off. So after all we went through in the arena, I don't even rate the truth from you? You're always so reliably good, Peeta, says Haymitch, so smart about how you present yourself before the cameras. I didn't want to disrupt that. Well, you overestimated me because I really screwed up today. What do you think's going to happen to Rue's and Thresh's families? Do you think they'll get their share of our winnings? Do you think I gave them a bright future? Because I think they'll be lucky if they survive the day. Peeta sends something else flying, a statue. I've never seen him like this before. He's right, Haymitch, I say. We were wrong not to tell him, even back in the Capitol. Even in the arena, you two had some sort of system worked out, didn't you? Asked Peeta, his voice quieter now. Something I wasn't a part of. No, not officially. I could just tell what Haymitch wanted me to do by what he sent, or didn't send, I say. Well, I never had that opportunity, because he never sent me anything until you showed up, said Peeta.